You may know that diamond is one of the hardest substances on Earth, but did you know that it starts out as something very differently, as carbon? The Smithsonian diamond expert Jeffrey Post explains that under the right conditions of heat, time, and pressure, carbon can become diamond. Incredibly, I found that some of the same elements that turn carbon to diamond are also key elements in successful relationships and friendships. So today I'm going to share a method that addresses forming, maintaining, and strengthening bonds to create diamond relationships. The first stage is the heat stage, which is where bonds are formed. Attraction theory encompasses numerous reasons that we're drawn to other people. This is explained in our text Communication Matters. Physical traits attract us because of genetics and values. The evolutionary psychologist Gordon Gallup explains that our mate choice is driven by biology, and this holds true for both same and opposite sex relationships. Social traits or personality is also a powerful factor that drives us to form bonds with others. There's substantial evidence that links friendship to greater overall health and happiness. So similar to physical attraction, there's a biological component to social attraction as well. The next stage of the diamond relationship is the time stage, and this is where we maintain our bond. Equity theory encompasses behaviors that help us maintain long-term relationships, both platonic and romantic. Our text states that according to equity theory, a good relationship is one in which the costs and benefits are equal between both partners. And what is emphasized here is equity over time. The existence or lack of equity can help us decide whether we stay in a relationship. For example, we might choose to stop a relationship if the emotional costs are too high and we are under-benefited. In contrast, in a personal example, I am satisfied with the equity in my current relationship because my partner and I both give and receive emotional, financial, and task support to each other. We also continually check in with one another, so we emphasize equity over time to maintain our bond. So far, we've discussed forming bonds through attraction and maintaining bonds through equity. Next, I'll discuss the pressure stage of the diamond relationship, and this is where bonds are strengthened through adversity. Gary Lewandowski of Psychology Today confirms that adversity strengthens friendships and relationships. This is because when we face obstacles together, there's an opportunity to grow closer when you adopt an us versus the problem mindset. I have an example of a personal friendship from the winter of 2012, where at the time I shared an apartment with a friend, and this apartment used oil heat, but we couldn't afford to fill the tanks, so we had to rely on space heaters. And one time I made a show joking around of turning on my space heater with the remote control. And she joked back, "Oh, I didn't know I was on Cribs." And Cribs was a famous show on MTV that showed celebrity houses. I still remember her joke to this day. We're still friends, and I know that if we could make it through a freezing winter together without heat, if we had to face any other obstacles in our friendship, that we could do so. In a personal relationship example, back in 2018, I was grocery shopping and had a seizure. So I had to go to the hospital nearby and was taken there by ambulance. My partner provided emotional support throughout the whole ordeal. He provided love as well, and I'll never forget that, and I'll always look for ways to reciprocate. In summary, we use attraction to form friendships and relationships, equity to maintain them, and adversity to strengthen them. I urge anyone who's looking to attain maximum happiness in their relationships and their bonds to consider these ideas. Like carbon, using a combination of heat, time, and pressure to create something beautiful and hard to break as a diamond can be done. Thank you so much for your attention.